This is a real quick video on how I smooth my 3D prints using Bondo spot putty and acetone. I'm working on a K2SO Droid from Droid division using a PETG filament. Here I just mixed a little bit of the Bondo spot putty with some acetone and I'm mixing it up with a little stir stick. You want the consistency to be a thin mud, but I like mine a little bit thicker. And we just go ahead and apply it on. I like to apply it kind of thick. We're gonna be sanding this a little bit later. The idea is that we're filling in the layer lines. And if you look at the pauldron that I just finished, it's standing up in the background. It's already almost dry. So this stuff dries out really fast, so it's best to work in small batches. I spilt some on the table here and I did my best wiping it up. So this stuff's really forgiving. Just kind of slap it on all over the place, but just remember you're going to be sanding this off later. I like to go and once I'm done sanding it, go back and look at layer lines and maybe apply a second coat if necessary and then sand that off. I'm going to be hitting it with a filler primer after this, but that's not this video, that'll be another video. So I'm mixing up another batch of the acetone and Bondo. It's the Bondo 907 spot putty. I haven't tried anything else, but I know this stuff works really well. And again, this is PETG filament. I find that it sands really well and just takes to the filler of this acetone and Bondo filler mixture. It just really grabs onto it really well. And also the filler primer. I like to use U-POL filler primer. So I'm just going to continue this process and just keep running through it. And I usually do a few pieces at a time, let them all dry. You can start sanding them almost right away because they dry so quick. Again, if you look at the pauldrons in the background, the rounded pieces standing up, those things are completely dry and I could start sanding those right now if I wanted to. And as I'm putting this on this lower head piece, you can see it starting to dry. I'm going a little bit slower here, taking my time, because I don't want to get the inside here, just the outside bits, and then also upside down on the bottom. I'm wearing a respirator here because this acetone is pretty gnarly stuff, and if you're working with it for any period of time, you definitely don't want this in your lungs. So I'm mixing up another quick batch here. And then also I'm wearing gloves because the acetone can burn you and the Bondo just really sticks to your fingernails and it's just better. Get some gloves and lay this on. So you can see it's already started to dry and I'm adding a little second coat to it. Look at that, it's the piece that's facing us right now, already almost dry. So there's not much to it. Usually I like to Bondo and acetone all my pieces together before I start sanding, so I do it in batches and I'll work on the whole Droid that way. So try to clear out the layer lines, sand it down, filler primer, sand that down again, and then go ahead and start the paint process. But again, it's up to everyone's own individual process. You can figure out how thick you want this, how thin you want. Right now I'm trying to use the last of this so I don't have to use any more of the filler putty. So this is going on a lot thinner than the other bits were, but this isn't a really detailed piece, this ring. Same with this smaller piece here. It's the last one. And just trying to scrape up. Oh, that's right, there's two more little guys here. Just trying to get the last of that filler putty that's stuck on the side of the cup there and just paint those guys up. Again, when it comes to smaller parts, they're a lot less noticeable and the filling aspect of stuff don't really need to pay too much attention, but that's my own experience. And here it is. Laid this out, we got all these pieces. Follow me for more videos.